God, what's the name of it? It's like a zombie defense game where it's I think it's made by the same guys that made not obviously fuck, what is it? Wait. I hate when I can't remember game titles, dude. Yeah, it's kind of the same as Frostpunk, but with like zombies. The fuck is that called, dude? I could never finish that game. It's way too hard for me. I'm too dumb to finish it. Ah, they're billions. HJ, yes, you're correct. You're correct. That's the one. That's the one. Hey, how you doing, by the way, dude? Yeah, that's the one that I could never finish. You just ate my food, you fucking... These guys really like salads. Salad's very good. Okay, let's keep unlocking some shit. Patchwork, okay. Cooking. Sorry. Excuse-moi. Also, I find it really disturbing that it starts at the top and not the bottom. You get just tired. I feel you, brother. I feel you. I've been working 17 hours a day. So I feel you, man. I feel you, dude. I have broken the law and working too much. Or there's a lot, yeah. It was not fun. It was. It kind of reminded me of the military for a little while. That was fun. Need to drink more. There we go. No, fuck it. I guess we'll start talking about the shit that I've been up to this week, guys. Why not? Why, yes, you actually, we'll be playing DayZ in a little bit. Trying out some helicopter mods and stuff. But yeah. I guess we'll start with the Discord, because, some people, said some stuff on Discord that I was really, I was kind of pissed at Valder because I didn't like what he said. And then Nikolai and RBT both pitched in. So I guess we'll talk about that. So I posted, I think it was on Friday, that I couldn't stream because I was doing an emergency shift in the hospital. And then RBT, just make sure I'm not saying this wrong here. Yeah, RBT asked if, like, hold up, are you working in a hospital now? And then Nikolai asks, yeah, weren't you working for an oil company? And then Valder kicks in and says he works for a security company in hospitals, oil companies, and pubs. He does security gay sometimes. And I said, and then Nikolai said he's not a security guy, he's a security contractor, which is completely correct. And I got a little pissed off at Valder because that's not what I am. I'm not a security guy, and it doesn't actually describe what I do. So I actually kind of wanted to mention my response. So basically the major difference between a security guy and a security contractor is that a contractor works different contracts. You move around based on a need, and sometimes that need might be in a hospital, sometimes it might be in a nightclub, but we're also talking about separate entities. So you might be working for one company, and then you might be working for another company. So it's not the same companies. I think I work for two different companies, and through those two companies I work for, at this point I must be working for like 6 or 7 different sub companies. So saying that I'm a security guy is completely incorrect, because what I do is I contract. I'm contracted off to do work for X business for X amount of time. That's kind of what I do. So I got a little bit pissed off at Valder because he's kind of downplaying what it is that I do, and I know Valder in real life, so I was kind of upset that he'd do that, and I'm still very little bit upset about it. It's misleading. It's misleading. So you're kind of like a hoe. No, I wouldn't say so. I guess in one way, yes. In other ways, no. I'm not treated as a hoe. I'm treated very well. I'm like a luxury hoe, a hoe that you need. You generally need your hoes, but I'm a hoe that is well paid and well compensated. I'm a luxury hoe. Okay. And so what happened on Friday was that I started working for this security company in, fuck, I think it was like January, actually. I signed my first contract. And I started doing security courses. Some of you might remember I was gone for the bigger half of 2020. Like, from January up until, like, fucking June, I was pretty much gone. And what I was doing in that whole big period is that I was doing some security certification to be allowed to work as a security contractor. And then once Corona hit, a lot of those contacts vanished because the company that I started to work for, they mostly only had security contracts through nightclubs, and all the nightclubs closed. And then what I did is I had my kind of halfway certificate done, and I went to the parent company of the company that I had signed my contract with, and I asked if they wanted me, or if they had a position opened, and one of the requirements was you had to have the security contracting course finished up, and I didn't, but I asked them if they wanted me anyway, and they said yes. So then they ended up using me to do the oil company stuff, which has been really nice for me, because I was kind of fucked financially for a good while. And eventually the nightclubs now opened back up, and now they're all closing again because COVID's fucking spreading like wildfire again, because people are fucking retarded and can't stay inside, and they have to go out party and travel like some fucking retards. People are fucking retards, I swear to God. Like, we're gonna have to end up shutting down all of Norway again for like another year because people end up fucking partying all the time. They can't fucking wash their hands and not be filthy motherfucking dogs. I swear to fucking God. Sweden's just a fire, dumpster fire. It's always been a dumpster fire. Nobody's even looking at Sweden. You're all dead. You all died of COVID or some shit, dude. I'm over-exaggerating, obviously, but Sweden's kind of... You just not care. You're just like... Who cares if fucking 5,000 people die? Who gives a shit, dude? Who gives a crap if all the old people in our country dies? Who cares about if all the cancer patients die? Man, fuck that. Just let them die. That's basically the Swedish approach to it. So, yeah. Anyway. On Friday, I had this, I was at work for the oil company doing my regular gig. I'm an aviation coordinator. That means that I'm coordinating the helicopter traffic flying out to the North Sea and back. A lot of different stuff there that I'm currently doing. And then once I got home, I was with my new significant other, my new boyfriend, chilling in my apartment, when I got the call from the other company that I originally signed for. And I haven't heard from them in months. Yes, it is isolation. And they asked me if I could work that same evening from 11 o'clock, so 2,300 hours, through 0700 hours. But I had already worked from 0600 hours all the way through 1,500 hours. So I'd already have a 9-hour workday, and on top of that, they wanted me to have another 8-hour workday. And I had no notice. Like, there was no, like, a week's notice. It was today, right now, 1 hour, turn up, we need you now. Thanks, HJ. Thank you. I got, like, dried fruit stuck in my teeth, and it's very annoying. That is very annoying. Welcome back, man. So, I basically turned over my whole fucking day. At that point, I had worked a full fucking... I'd worked 18 hours. I had an 18-hour workday. That was really interesting. And the thing is, I didn't know what I was going to. I was just told on the phone, you're going to guard a 29-year-old psychiatric patient. There you go. Almost got it. who is obviously mentally unstable and incredibly violent. She's got multiple convictions on her. She's violent against nurses and other personnel, and you need to guard her. That's what I was told. So I gear up. I get my stab vest on. I get all my protective gear. I get all kinds of shit on. And I turn up and I have no idea what the fuck I'm heading into. I have no idea what it is. Other than I'm supposed to be guarding some batshit crazy woman. And it turns out she's definitely very batshit crazy. And luckily we're not the only ones guarding her. Like, there's me, another contractor, and on top of that there's a nurse. So we're sitting, I end up balls deep in this hospital here in the city. And the hospital is huge. It's absolutely incredible how big it is. And I turn up at the hospital at 2300 hours. And what the fuck? I need stones. Oh my god. I turn up so late at the hospital that there's nobody manning like the front desk. So I'm left having to like try and navigate my way through the fucking maze that is the hospital. It is huge. It is 13 stories high. It consists of, it must be like 100 different divisions, subdivisions, and units. And I'm supposed to be heading to one of them, to a very specific room where I'm supposed to be guarding this psychiatric patient. Josh Trucker. No, I don't get to do that. I'm not a nurse, right? And when I show up, it's not actually in the like, I guess the mental wing or anything. It's actually in like I guess it's a wing for like general inquiries and stuff where they evaluate patients. But they've placed her in her own like part of the hallway basically. And she's sleeping, or not actually, but that's what I thought she was. And it turns out that there's a nurse sitting inside the room with her. It's like a padded room like you see in the movies. It's a padded room with a bed, and there's a bathroom on the side. I can't see into the room because she's behind this like, you know, like almost like censored wall type thing. I don't know what the fuck you call them. That little like filters you put on windows. You can't look inside. She's behind one of those because we're not supposed to see her. Because we're only there if shit really gets fucked up. If she like tries to stab someone, we're supposed to help out, right? That's why we're there. And I thought she was sleeping the whole time until the nurse came out, and I was just kind of talking to him, and he just says that she almost never sleeps. She just lays on the bed in the complete fucking dark, and she stares at the nurse because there's a nurse with her 24 hours a day. Again, because she's absolutely fucking crazy. So she's just in there, laying in bed, in complete darkness, just staring at this nurse. There's the nurse on a little chair in the corner. There's her on the bed on the floor. And that's it. And our job was just to sit outside of that room in case she tries to fucking kill everyone. And, I don't know, subdue her or some shit. I don't know, cuff her to the fucking wall. I don't know. So that's what I did for another 8 hours on top of my 9-hour workday. That was fun. It's actually kind of an interesting experience to get to do that kind of stuff. It's just really weird. It's very weird. I can't believe I was able to find it because I was so deep in the hospital in the maze that it is that I was just like, fuck, if I don't find it, I can't turn up to work. Because the thing is, I was told to go to work by like a coordinator in the company that I work for, and she didn't actually know where it was. She just told me the name of some division in the hospital and some room. And that was it. That's all I was told. Go to this division and it's this room. I was like, this fucking hospital is huge. Do you know how many divisions there are? And I couldn't. Usually when you go to hospitals, usually like navigation signs and shit and show you where to go, right? Because of COVID, they've actually removed those signs. I don't know why. The hospitals also got renovation on top of COVID and everything else. So I couldn't like navigate to it anywhere, and there was nobody to ask because I was there almost at fucking midnight. Even the like internal hospital security had left. There was no like internal security there anymore. And there I am all alone. Oh, that was interesting, trying to find my way around, but I did. I guess my amazing gun head didn't make a click sound. No, we're unarmed. We're obviously not armed. Not in a hospital. I'm sure they could arm us if we were deploying somewhere else overseas, but... Oh, God. Oh, that's really bad. I forgot to log off at work. Shit, you know, I actually probably need to do something about that.